Hey everybody, welcome to the Stagecoach Television live interview. We're here in Johannesburg, Michigan, and we are at Farm Fest, the 16th annual. This is on a small family-owned 40-acre farm. They're vegetable farmers, but they love music, and once a year they invite all these people to come and play music on their property. And today we have Jenna and Jesse that we're interviewing. These guys just finished up their set. Really beautiful harmonies, nice stuff. I was only able to catch part of your set, unfortunately, because I was out talking to other musicians, but I was entranced. I was up here and I was like, who is that? And I had to find out and go stand at the top of the hill and be like, I know I gotta go, one more song. So
Okay.
you guys, if you guys are out there, check these guys out. I'm sure there's some YouTube stuff out there.
There's
right?
some stuff,
Website,
yeah.
YouTube, all over.
www.jennaandjesse.com.
Perfect. Yeah, always tout your website because we want
Yeah.
you guys to go there, check out their music, buy their stuff, download their stuff, and tell your friends. So, anyways, on with the questions. You guys, we were just speaking, and you guys were telling us that you're pretty much gypsies. Wow, our lights, our ghost must be here. Yeah. You guys spend a lot of time on the road, and where are you from? Where are you based? And where are you going?
I'm originally from Philly, and Jenna's originally from Lansing.
Nice, Michigander.
And
Yeah,
we
Michigander.
both had been living in the San Francisco Bay Area for a bunch of 15 some odd years, and that's where we met. But we're really not based anywhere now because we moved our stuff into storage, and we're in permatour mode.
Nice,
Right now.
nice. Doing a lot of dates then, and
Yeah,
Yes,
all around the
lots.
country
great.
and beyond.
You guys mentioned that you're recording your next album on this tour.
Yeah.
All live stuff.
Yes,
It's
we-
not all live stuff.
Oh, okay.
We actually post up, we bring our recording equipment, so we post up in different places and record little bits of
Okay.
the record. It's a sort
Nice.
of mobile studio.
Right. Are you
Yeah.
working with multiple producers or?
Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
really? Nice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then self-produced stuff too, so it's really fun.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
we have about 4 different places that we've recorded these tracks, and more places coming.
Nice.
So it'll
nice.
be a national sort of canvas.
Collaborative effort, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Now, you guys play a lot of music festivals around the country, or do you mostly play venues, or what's your main primary
It's-
angle?
Some of
a-
those.
It's a
Some of
mix
those.
between like we played a handful, maybe 6 festivals this summer.
Okay, nice.
And but a lot of house concert dates
Yeah.
Oh,
and a
those are
lot
fun.
of regular venue shows, even restaurants, things like that.
Nice.
But our favorite is house concerts.
Yeah, those are intimate, and you get to really know the people, and you've
Yeah,
built some real
exactly.
true fans for a
Yeah,
long time.
it's
Yeah.
really
friends.
great.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's the way it works.
And it gives
Good
you a place
friends.
to stay, generally.
That's true.
Yeah,
Place
many
to stay,
times.
often some food.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's our favorite, and
some
actually,
family time.
Yeah.
percentage-wise, more people end up buying merchandise at those shows
Sure.
than pretty much any other place we go.
Yeah, I would believe that. Nice.
Yeah, it's a good situation.
So, is this your first Michigan Music Festival?
No.
No. Where else have you played in
Yeah.
Michigan? We have a plethora of music festivals in the state.
It's true. You have a lot of them. This year we did. So there's this one, and then there was Nor'easter
Oh, no, that's
Fest
a nice
in
one.
Mayo,
Yeah,
and then there was
folklore.
in Jackson something called Folk Galore
Okay,
Festival.
yeah.
And I
Might
feel
be
like
it
there
for
was
here.
one more, but I can't remember right now.
Okay. And what do you think of our festival community? Because my feeling is that this community is responsible for a lot of fine musicians all across this state. Now, you're from Michigan. Were you a festival kid?
Not really.
No? Okay.
Not really.
Have you noticed a cohesive network in this state since you've been here? of how-
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's definitely a network, and it's been interesting sort of penetrating that because we're not from anywhere right now, but we
Right.
love spending time in Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but I love spending time
Yeah,
in
I do
Michigan.
too.
It's a
Summer
beautiful
in
place.
Michigan
We were here in the
is
winter,
beautiful.
so
Yeah.
you must
Yeah,
love it.
we were. So
Hey, winter in Michigan's beautiful too if you like
is
snow.
too,
But
yeah.
you do have to like snow.
yeah, get into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I like to ask some questions that are kind of offbeat because it's a little more fun for you guys because I know you get a lot of the same questions. So instead of like, are you classically trained musically, I want to know what your favorite book or movie is. And what the one especially that you would recommend to other people, be like, you just got to read this or you just got to see this kind of
Okay.
thing. And, you know, I like putting people on the spot with these kind of questions too because you probably don't get asked that a lot. You haven't had time to think about it.
Well, you know, movies may be easier for me off the top of my head,
Sure.
but it's so hard to choose. So I would think my original, the answer that I would have had to that question, like even when I was 5 years old, would be Wizard of Oz.
Oh, one of my all-time favorites. Good choice,
Yeah.
Jenna. That's just a
Yeah,
fantastic
I think
movie.
it's so magical and it really spoke to me as a kid, and
Yeah.
just a beautiful, really beautiful film. And
I agree.
it's funny too because every once in a while someone says to me that my voice reminds them of Judy Garland.
What a
And I'm
compliment.
like, oh,
Nice.
well, that's interesting that you say that because that early influence is certainly there.
Right,
so.
right, nice.
How
I don't
about
even
you,
have to
Jess?
ask you who your influences are. There you go.
Well, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
what about you, Jess?
I don't know about favorites, but I'll say read or reread 1984.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And apparently it's like, I don't know if it's on the bestseller list, but it's way back in
Sure.
terms of a lot of people buying it.
Wow, it's
Um,
so prophetic.
That's my
Good
being
recommendation.
put on the spot reaction.
Nice, nice.
All right.
Now, you guys, your style has beautiful harmonies and stuff, but do you guys ever do like off the wall, like a punk song or things like that? Or do you ever do something completely out of character, or do you guys pretty much stick with the harmonies and sweet melodies, or do you have a background?
Yeah,
in
I
those?
mean,
you
well,
know.
we definitely spent some time in the Bay Area
Punk influence all over that place.
in a punk warehouse. That was like
Okay.
our home base
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
for a while.
And I've been in a punk band.
Yeah, it's
A lot of people
there.
have.
It's in there.
It's
Yeah.
just, you
We're
know,
like to the young punk kids. What did you say? We're like,
We're like grandma and grandpa fun.
yeah.
oh, nice. I love it. I love it. That's sweet.
No, they're back in Richmond, California, and they're still living in this punk warehouse where we used to live, and they're really like I guess cheering us on as we continue to
Great.
evolve what we're doing. So it's fun to be in touch with them back and forth about so what's
Sure.
going on there, because we're not there anymore. So
Right.
staying in touch with that little base that we have there.
It shows up in the music. Maybe not so much in what we're doing right now, but
Sure.
we're in the process of expanding sort of some more instrumentation between the two of us in the next
Nice.
coming umpteen weeks or whatever it may be.
Sure. It takes a while to work stuff out.
Yeah. And also, the way to traveling in a vehicle like we are, it's like the space is always an issue.
Right. Oh, yeah, yeah. The
can
more
have
instruments
this,
you have,
where
Not
are we gonna
more
put it?
stuff, not more
Will I
stuff.
still be able to see out the back?
you have to be good at Tetris to be a musician. That's what I figured.
Yes.
Jesse.
That's what I
my
figured.
gig.
That's Jesse,
That's my gig.
and
So
not me.
I've got one last trademark question, and then
Okay.
if you guys would grace us with a song, we
Sure.
would love it. My trademark question, another one of those quirky ones. It's a scenario: you're stranded on a desert island and you are completely alone. You have everything you need, including a sweet sound system,
Okay.
but you can only have dropped off by helicopter the complete discography of one artist or band, including everything they played on or produced.
Okay.
Who is it? And you don't got 2 days to think about it. This is a mere seconds thing.
Can it be a tie, or do I really
Nope,
have to choose
you have
one?
to choose one. That's the thing.
Okay, well, for me, it would have to be Joni Mitchell.
Okay, nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
There's so much of a range in there. And
Yeah,
it's
she's
so,
done tons.
the music that she writes, you can listen to it again and again and just go deeper and deeper with it, especially
Nice.
as she grew. Like her stuff in the 70s is jazzy. It's really
Yeah,
super
it
cool.
covers a range. So who would have
Yeah.
been your second choice?
Elvis Costello.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
his stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jesse? You're lucky. You
I'm
got longer
excited to
think
hear
about
this.
it.
I'll
I
say.
can't guess.
Well, my first instinct is, even though it's shorter, because he didn't live very long, I'd say Otis Redding.
Ah.
Right.
I could live
Great
with
stuff.
Yeah, or Otis Wonder. How about
Otis Wonder.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, me being the person
answer.
who asked that question, I've never answered it, and I
Okay.
don't have to pick. Thank God.
Yeah, you
So-
just get to throw it out. You know?
Right. I get to put you on the spot, but I don't have to answer it. People have tried to make me too, and I won't.
Oh, that's not fair.
Sure it is. I'm the guy asking the questions. Great. Thanks, guys, so much.
Yeah.
Sure.
We love having you here in Michigan, and let us know when you put out new work.
Sure.
Stagecoach would love to put videos of yours on the air
Cool.
and support you guys in any way we can. And what do you got for us to
Yeah,
take
what
us
are we
out here
doing?
today?
Well, I was thinking it'd be cool to write something that was written in this general area. We wrote this last late February. We were at Lake Ann,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
near Traverse City.
Sure, I know where it is.
Yeah, and so in about 12 feet of snow, and with the experience of being occasionally visited by a ghost, we wrote this song. And we wrote it for the ghost. It's called Song for Jean.
You named the ghost.
She had a name.
Right.
When we arrived, we weren't sure what for. Followed the signs that led us to her home, and her ghost was there to greet us at the door. We felt her everywhere. Within the never-ending freeze, she expected so much from us. We were trying so very hard to please. So we woke before the sun, and we made our bed just so. Then we had some toast and tea, made angels in the snow, meditated on the grave as we walked down by the street. We opened up our hearts and made a song for Jean. We found some letters in a box, not from her fiancé. Forever finding arrows in the woods, we were trying to live life the same way. So we woke before the sun, and we made our bed just so. Then we had some toast and tea, made angels in the snow, meditated on the grave while we walked down by the street. We opened up our hearts and made this song for Jean. We know Eskimos have 100 words for snow, and we bet you had your own. We bet you had your own.
expected the best of us. We were trying so very hard to please, so we woke before the sun, and we made our bed just so. Then we had some toast and tea, made angels in the snow, meditated on the grave as we walked down by the street. We opened up our hearts and made a song for G. We opened up our hearts and made this song for G.
Yeah. Jenna and Jesse, everybody. Check them out at jennaandjesse.com.
Yeah.
And I'm Jamie Monkey Pants with the Stagecoach Television, coming to you from Farm Fest in Michigan. And we will see you next time. Take care, people.
For you were born, I knew you. For you were formed, I loved you. For you sinned, I forgave you. Before you could hear me, I called you. I called you my own. For you fell, I caught you. For you doubted, I told you the truth. For you left, I welcomed you back. For you were lost, I made you wait. called you my beloved. Beloved, you are my beloved. Beloved.
Well, Ryan Williams back here with Stagecoach TV and Bus Benefit 2014, presented by Buses by the Beach. I'm sitting here with the president of Buses by the Beach, Mr. Owen Smith. Owen, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, you know, I'm enjoying a beautiful day out here at the event. There's a lot of sweet, sweet Volkswagen buses out here, a lot of good people, and a lot of great families. So, we've been here for about a day now. We've talked to a lot of the board members that are a part of this. And one question I kind of like to ask everybody, and I ask it every time, is how did you become a part of the Buses by the Beach organization, number one, and then secondarily to that, what is your view of what you guys are doing and what you're helping to accomplish?
So it's really an interesting story. Back, I think it was 9 years ago, I was on a trip in my bus heading north for a guy's weekend with a real good friend of mine, and we actually blew a tire out and got stuck on the side of the road, and we were there for maybe half an hour, and this van, it wasn't a VW bus, but it was a van, pulls up behind me, and this guy gets out and says, "Hey, you know, I see you're broken down, and so is there anything I can do for you? You know, I got a jack, I've got this," you know, and he was willing to lend a hand for anything. And so I took his jack, and he started telling me about this organization called Buses by the Beach. He said, "Yeah, we have a website, check it out, you know, it's really great. We make some home brew, and we get together a couple times a year." And he said, "It's real fun." So I was, you know, hey, that sounds great. And so then he took off, and I ended up taking care of the flat tire and everything, and had to bring his jack back. So I had his name and his business location. He ran a clock shop at the time, and so drove over there the next day to drop the jack off, and you know, it was Brian Dubes. So it was one of those deals where, you know, fate brings you together, and ever since then I've been going to the Bus Benefit, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger, and my involvement just through being around this family and enjoying our time together really brought me into the organization. And then a few years ago, when they decided to become a 501c3 and get a board together, I was all on board, and you know, I was ready to start leading the group and jumping in and doing what I could. So.
Another day within the melee, another moon coming too soon. My only love, she lay beside me, breathing low. Hold on to our love when I go. All these unease before us to see that there is time, every time. My only love, to leave the worry, moving slow. Hold on to our love in your sorrow. Now we can go, as long as I know it's all gone. All I want's a little land for you to live on, a little home. So let's go, now that we know it's all gone. All we want's a little land for us to live off, a humble stone. Hold on to our love when I go. Oh, hold on to our love in your sorrow. Hold on to our love as we grow. Hold on to our love, it will hold. Caught in the middle, watching the world come undone. Could it get any better than doing all the things we did? I still feel like a kid. I feel young again, young again. I feel young again, young again.
whispering, waiting, wandering around. Tiptoe, tattletale, you never make a sound. Afterthought never caught, conscience wears you down. Bated breath, you fake your death, and now you wear a crown. Well, you heft your heart on your sleeve and lover laid you down. You made a bed and you gone ahead and now you're all so proud. Then you fell down below the fire in your mind. Medicine stone again, ego is a crime. Fortune is a fable, look at Cain and Abel. Fortune is a fable, look at honest. Control, no parole, fate is not your friend. Stake your claim and take your aim and see it to the end. Waging war, fix the score, keep it in your plan. You had yourself a lovely life, then you turned it around. Well, you lied to your mother, then you failed your brother. Lied to your mother, then you docked your... Strength from the weak, you learned faith but lost. Paid the price, rolled the dice, never seen the cost. Found a lover in your friend, found taste in the blend. You were driven to the ground, now you're free to stand. Fortune is a fable, look at Cain and Abel. Fortune is a fable, look at honest. Nice, thanks guys, that was awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys. That's fantastic.
Caught in the middle, watching the world come undone. Could it get any better than doing all the things we did? I still feel like a kid. I feel young again, young again. I feel young again, young again. Look out, here she come right now. Following close, let her enter your house. Look out, here she come right now. Young again, so let's dance. Hold on tightly, doesn't matter who you are. You were caught in the city, watching the world fall apart. Could it get any better than doing anything you wish? I still feel like a kid. I feel young again, young again. I feel young again, young again. Look out, here she come right now. Following close, let her into your house. Look out, here she come right now. Young again, so let's dance.
She was a songbird, singer, gunslinger, with a twinkle in her eye. He was a word twister, a mind bender, a writer in the sky. He said, I love you for your wishes, and you can have my lucky penny. She said, what do you think this is? I love you for the sake of loving, and that's plenty. And everything goes round and up and down and side beside my heart is a rodeo clown distracting the pain so that I can just ride on by, so that I can just ride. He was a stone sinker, a big drinker, he had a lot on his shoulders. She was a thread spinner, big sinner, or at least that's what they told her. She said, I love you for your misery, and I will spin your pain into a sweater. Darling, I don't want to wear my sorrow. If we're gonna love, let's love and make it better. And everything goes round and up and down and side to side. My heart is a rodeo clown distracting the pain so that I can just ride on by, so that I just ride. She was a light shifter, a lone drifter with a guitar on her back. He was a real rambler, a life gambler, always dressed in black. He said, I love you for you're lonely, and you can be my Polly Ann. Love ain't one name only. If you're gonna love me, better love me for who I am. And everything goes round and up and down and side to side. My heart is a rodeo clown distracting the pain so that I can just ride on by, so that I just ride, so that I can just ride on by.
There's ways of walking down this road, and ways of being carried, and there's ways of learning all you know without ever leaving There's a gambler with a stack of chips who's never wagered a penny on any outcome that was not fixed, and he'll play it safe till the day he dies. And it seems no matter how hard we fight, it is no use. Before even trying, the nail was in the coffin. Well, things are never what they were. In dreams I've had so many, but understand there is no cure when you love someone who does not love you back. Used to live and breathe. There's nothing that could break my stride. And upon falling over, the answer to your problem.
Caught in the middle, watching the world come undone. Could it get any better than doing all the things we did? I still feel like a kid. I feel young again, young again. I feel young again, young again. Look how the
Hi folks, this is Ryan Williams with the Stage Couch TV. I'm sitting here with Garen, the owner of Generation Custom Drums. He's going to give us a nice little display of some of his artwork, as I like to call it, or instruments for you musicians out there. Garen, why don't you tell us a little bit about the cajon that you're on currently?
Yeah, so the cajon is a traditional Peruvian instrument, and basically it's a wooden box, you know, cajon, big box in Spanish. I've kind of modified it a little bit just based on what I think the cajons are lacking these days that people are like wanting and there's not really available. So, you know, it's got that nice, you know, bass snare sound, solid, full bass, really cutting snares. But then what most people don't do is turn the snares off.
Right, you have the ability to switch it off.
Yeah.
For more of a, I think, rumba or traditional kind of a cajon. Still got the loose corners for that nice slappy loose sound. And then on top of that, you can even turn the cajon around and you get a tighter almost djembe, conga kind of a sound to it. So
nice mid-range.
You know, you get a lot with this one drum.
So tell me, Garen, what is something about this drum that's different than every other drum out there inside of the snare setup?
Well, the snares are all adjustable from the bottom to Allen screws, which you know, a lot of other cajon makers do. Just with time they'll stretch and you need to adjust that. But I mean, the snare throw off is the biggest one that sets these apart from any others. You know, the string cajon has that nice crisp sound to it. It's not all loose and washy and kind of obnoxious sometimes. It's really a nice tight sound, and then you can also turn them off. And you know, that really lets, you know, if you're performing and you got to change tones on the fly, and it's ported on the side, so you don't really want to flip the whole thing around and move the mic and everything, and it's just kind of a big pain. So it's really easy, quick action, smooth, and
best of all, your own design.
Well, yeah,
with help.
I think that's great.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You have another really cool drum set here that I'm seeing, and I had the luxury of playing it a little bit earlier, and I actually love it. So
yeah,
why
so this is
tell us about this?
I call it a conga cajon just because it is, again, it's a wooden box essentially. However, it's also a conga kind of sound. Just really smooth, clean tone. I have a set of 3 of them that all work really nicely together. This is kind of the middle. These also have some holes in the bottom and rubber so that you can just leave them flat on the ground and you can still get a nice bass. And that lets you sit here and play cajon. Kind of mix it up. You don't have to sit here like this with it, and then you don't have access to the cajon and things like that. So they're really designed to work well together. And I play, you know, these kind of setups myself, so it's kind of pushed me to figure out what works for myself.
Definitely. And I understand a good friend of ours, a friend that we both have, Mike Shimon, also has one of your cajons as well.
That's right. Yeah, Mike. He's been following me quite a bit, keeping an eye on what I'm doing, and I'm always keeping an eye on what he's doing, and we try to.
It's hard not to, as many bands as he plays.
Yeah,
you know, Shimon's all over the place. He really is. But well, listen, Garen, I really appreciate that. Why don't you give the folks the website as to where they can come and get one of these fine products?
So GenerationCustomDrums.com. Logo GenerationCustomDrums.com. Great.
Folks, that's the Stage Couch TV. We're here with Generation Custom Drums. Garen, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.